Yo guys, Kurt here. So, last time on All the Mod 6, we got the automated beef cooker. Ooh, I turned myself around. Got the automated beef cooker going. This time we're going to work on getting the terracotta and concrete maker made up. And I've already gathered most of the components for this thing. The only thing I need to do is make a crusher using these mechanical crafters, which you can make doing all of this fun stuff. You'll need some sandpaper, which is sand and paper, to make the it's a process. I didn't think that was something I should show because that would eat up a lot of video time. But we have a lot that we have to still do in order to get anything set up. We got to figure out, for one, where we're going to put this building at. Of course, I know it's going to be up here-ish. I'm thinking just around where these things are at. So, get all that out of the way. I'm also going to go ahead and put these down. Just so that, we can have them put up. Do I need to do... Yeah, I need to do another set of 3 here. Or 5, rather. And then we gotta figure out how we're going to power this thing. Now, this is only going to be here temporarily. This is going to be here so that we can set up the, make the I think, right? Yeah, and then the crusher requires all of these andesite alloys, 4 planks, and then some form of stone. So let's grab all that and put it in there. Even though we don't have anything to power this thing yet, we still got to figure out how we're going to do that. Keith was saying something that we may be able to automate the terracotta using just astral. Depending on how that works, because it's this, I believe, Starline Fusion. Yeah, it's not this. This could be automated, technically, if you can generate enough starlight, but he's nowhere near that. He's just getting started. I don't know about this. I don't know how this works. If this is going to be like oh yeah, we can drop sand, and this gets projected, and the starlight automatically is projected, and it automatically transforms it into clay, that'll probably be what we end up doing. But I will still need sand for the production of the concrete, which brings me to another point of what we're going to do in this building. We need to produce gravel, sand, clay, and bone meal. And we can do all of those things with create. Kill the skeletons through create as well. I just don't know how great their bone drops would end up being. Because, like, with this thing, we can guarantee bone drops. That's something I'll have to think about, I guess, as we're building this thing, is how do we want to go about killing the skeletons? Let me get the windmill built up and hopefully get the crusher made, and then we can go from there. Okay, so I haven't actually built anything yet. I've been working on getting the windmill together. I just found something kind of interesting. There's an electric motor. I'll go back. Replay. So, they're compact and configurable. You give it RF, and then you can change how much RPM this thing gives out. That is actually really incredible. Oh, Keith's calling me. Give me 1 second to look at this. Okay, so from the last clip, I haven't actually gotten that much done. Actually, I don't think I've done anything, but I did go into the creative test world to test out some different designs for making RPM for Create. And in the process of doing that, I actually found a block that is going to be incredibly good for what we are trying to do. So we want to make one of these fabricators. I can't show it off without having one, so I'm going to work on getting one, which means I have to go mine and get some of all of this Zycraft stuff. But luckily we don't need that much. We probably want to make 3 of these, so about 12 of these blue ones, I think, should be enough, and then just a bunch of this stuff. So yeah, I will be back once I have those, probably. But I do want to say we also are probably going to try to get lava production up. The only issue with that is we don't have a decent way to move it around or to store any kind of lava. So that is something I have to figure out at some point as well. Okay, now that we have a fabricator, though, these things are really cool. It doesn't look like they require any power. But, okay, so say we just want a bunch of buttons made up. We put in that recipe. We get some kind of item input. Do we have a hopper line around? Alright, so now if we plug in a hopper to this side, we make another chest so that we can put the translocators down. Do the translocators here and here. Put them in. I'm just gonna put in 5, and we should instantly. Yeah, they went so quick you didn't even see them. There was like a fraction of a second I caught that. Yeah, that's how quickly it makes those. That was 5 items that just automatically got crafted here. Of course, you can take out the thing. It has an auto mode. Where, okay, so this requires no redstone. This does require redstone. And this is on a pulse, it'll craft. So, let's see if we have all the ingredients. Because if I can load this thing with all of the proper ingredients, we'll be able to automatically craft the concrete. The powder part of it, at least. And then, using Create, we'll be able to automatically wash it without having to... Oh, also, this thing would be able to take the bone mill, take it down to the dye. So that's something else to do, is we can use these to break down the, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Yeah. Then if we go ahead and dump these in. Why is it not... Wait. Odd. Okay, so with the... Does it have to be like this? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I'll have to put a filter on these to only take out the concrete powder then. Something like this. Nope, no. Hey, get off. Gosh darn it. So yeah, we do that. Of course, now, I bet you... Okay, so that part's good. Grab a little bit more of it. Do. Might as well do the full recipe since we got it. And once this hopper gets everything moved, which the hopper is slow, so it's going to take a while for it to unload those items, but... Oh, that's right, I put it on pulse, so... I made those buttons. Hold on. Let me do this. There it goes. Okay. I was sitting like, man, that's taking a while. And then do another pulse, and we get another 8. Because, yep, there we go. Perfect. So, okay, I didn't realize, but this apparently is its internal inventory. So, that's gonna be... That's gonna make things a little bit more difficult, because we'll have to be able to keep in... We'll have to not overflow with one type of item and not the others. Because if this all gets full of gravel and not, like, sand or, dye or anything like that, this won't work. But yeah, that will probably be what we use for most of this. Trying to think. Maybe there's a way we can control how much goes into it at once. Or make it to where it's like, if it gets 4 sand, it has to have 4 gravel and a dye. That kind of thing. But I think for the most part, we have the infrastructure to move forward. Now we just need to get lava production going so we can power everything. Because everything that I've made, or all the designs I have are lava powered. Everything's fueled by lava. Oh, hey, he filled out the circle. I didn't even realize that. He did go and make a ton... through Astral Sorcery, he did the Starlight Transmutation on sand to turn into clay, and then he came through and filled this in. That's pretty cool. This is actually a fairly decent size for the town square circle thing. Anyways, I actually do like this. I think this is a really good size for it. We do have to terraform quite a bit, as I said in the previous episode, but for the most part, this looks pretty darn good. But I have to go brainstorm, so I will be back in a little while. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break from doing the brainstorming. And, oh, Keith messaged me. I think I'm gonna take a quick break from doing all the brainstorming and everything that I was doing, because my head's starting to hurt. There's a lot of ifs and ands that I'm having to work through right now. And I think I'm gonna work on what I do best. And that's mob farms. For right now, I think these are the only eggs we'll need. Plus, there's, skeleton, spider, and zombie spawners that we have in storage. I think we're gonna take down the current cow one. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. No, actually, we may end up leaving it. And then adding a second floor to it. Are there cows in there? Oh no, that's just that one fan. No, this is gonna have to move eventually anyway, so this will get taken down, I think. We'll move it to... I think we'll just move it to another corner over here, because this mob farm is going to be a pretty crucial part of everything we do. It's going to give us a lot of resources. The only thing that I don't think works that I wish worked would be an iron golem spawner. And of course, right now, technically I could test that. We do have extra spawners, so... I just don't know how... If it works, I don't know under what conditions that it would work. Because I don't believe they spawn like a passive animal mob or as a enemy creature mob. Come here.
Happy birthday, Taco!
Oh. He didn't drop... Okay, there we go. That's a good indicator. So he didn't even drop an egg on that one. I'm actually killing all the chickens in the area making these eggs. But it's not going to be too bad because I made a chicken spawn egg. Let's see. We also probably should get... So those are the passive ones. And these are the not passive ones, the hostile ones. But that's not after research. So again, I will be right back. Probably once I have this whole thing designed. I'm not going to make y'all go through this whole process with me. So yeah. Okay, so it took me a little while to get these done, but I did get both of the mob farms up. The only thing we're missing is the spider spawner. Oh, and the skeleton spawner, I guess, out of this, the hostile mob farm. But we do have, Blaze, Wither Skeletons, Witches, and Endermen in here. And this thing produces a ton. I mean, just a ton. Like, look at all this nonsense after, what was that, 5 mobs? But I don't have an absorption hopper on this one yet, so I do have to break in every time and pick everything back up. And then go and manually, deposit it into the bottom. But that means next we're going to be working on getting the lava production up and then making a legitimate storage. Oh, I haven't put... me and Keith put crates, drawers rather, underneath the town square. This is going to be the bulk of our storage. I think it's going to be down here. That's the wrong button. So yeah, this is where we put everything. Do I want to put the lost knowledge here? I don't think I do. But yeah, we can come over here and right click all this stuff in for right now until we get an actual storage thing set up. But yeah, we got a lot of drops off of this thing. Everything but a couple of the blocks that we have set up over here, we're producing through the farm. Eventually, we have piglins, zombify piglins on the passive one, so they will be spawning in gold for us and whatnot. Yeah. And, yeah. Oh, shoot, this thing's full. I also put squids... Oh, shoot. I almost just walked right into the mob masher. Forgot I don't have a block on that. But yeah, I also put squid on this one, so we are producing black ink as well, which is really good. So yeah, that's the passive one. Oh, I don't think I put a void on the Bazaar stuff. I didn't think about that. That's one that actually really needs it. But yeah, next I need to work on the lava production. So that'll be the main thing that I'm doing now. I am giving up on Create for right now. There's a few items in Create that are just impossible to get to. So yeah. But hopefully by the end of this episode, we'll have our first 2 buildings constructed around these. And then also have basic power going for our sorting system. So yeah, I'll meet y'all back whenever the next update happens. Okay, so since the last clip, there actually was an update for all the mod 6, which fixed the engineer's hammer and wire cutters because the MBT data was messed up on them in that previous update. So now I've actually gone through and made a lot of the things we were talking about earlier, the electric motor being the main one, and we now have lava production. So also, it took me forever to figure out, but you can actually load chunks by once you get... Oh, and it shows it on here. Okay. So yeah, whenever you do whenever you claim a chunk, if you hold shift and left click on that chunk, you will force load it, which is really good because that means anywhere that I have something that's producing that we want to keep running, it will do so. And I'll go show you how the what I'm doing for lava production at this point. Okay, so in the nether, back in the... So, originally I wasn't going to keep this spot whenever I didn't think I was... Get out of here, you piglin. Whenever I didn't think this was going to work, I originally was not planning on keeping this spot, but since it is working now, of course, I'm going to use it to produce lava. So we have the hose pulley going down into the lava like I originally was wanting to do. And since it has over 1,000, or I believe for create, it has to be over like 100 or 10,000 buckets that it's trying to suck up for it to be like, oh, this is an infinite source of lava. And I believe because all of this lava is put together. What's that over there? That looks funny over there. Oh, that's odd. Okay. So it's doing like a whole perimeter around us kind of thing. Okay, so it's not unlimited lava. If we run this for long enough, or if we use enough lava, we will. But I don't see us going through this much lava anytime soon, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. If need be, we probably could go find a bigger lava lake. So, yeah. But yeah, with that, I think we can actually now start production on concrete. Because now that I can easily make all the things we need to make, we can start doing... we can make the house with a spinning roof. That'll be able to produce the gravel and whatnot. We may need another electric motor, though. I don't know if a windmill will be able to produce enough to do the crusher. And then we still have to decide on how we're going to get the bone mill and whatnot. We do have a way to produce power, though, so at some point I probably need to focus on making the refined storage stuff. Oh, look at that. That is filling up fast. That is 630 buckets. We've already filled this thing halfway up. That is insane. Probably have one more clip to finish out the video, and it'll probably be whenever I get all of this stuff done. So expect 3 buildings to be popped up in the next clip. Okay, so this is what I have for the buildings so and lag. Oh boy, that's a lot of lag. This is what I have so far for... Why did I... Oh, I need dirt here. Hold up. Okay, so this is what I have for these 2 buildings so far. I don't have doors yet. I don't know what'll look good. And I'm unsure if I want to do this trim that I have on this building. Also, this is the building with the spinning blue roof. I may edit it later because I'm not certain if I'm happy with that or not. I may actually take that trim off and extend the roof down if I can. We'll have to see because that'll be a lot of work. Because, man, it took me forever to get all these blocks connected. I don't know why I was having such a hard time with it, but there's just chunks of it I could not get to connect for some reason. But I did finally get it, and it's okay. I'm not fully happy with the way it looks right now, but we'll work on that later. Right now, this house, there's not a lot going on. We can't actually use this to power the crusher, which does kind of suck. It does not generate enough RPM, so yeah, the crusher will not work with it. It does work for this encased fan, so, you know, I've actually been using that to make some of this concrete. But yeah, for the most part, this is the buildings right now. I think I'm fairly happy with those. And yeah, I can't pick that up. Can it go through this? No, it cannot. Well, that's a shame. Also, I did plug in some chests so that we can AFK with these a little bit better. But they're not going into the system just yet. So, oh yeah, I've already emptied this one out completely. The only other thing I need to do before we plug these in is add in a filter to get rid of the swords and armor and whatnot. which we can do by just plugging some trash cans in over here. Is that? Oh, okay. But yeah, other than that, I think that's everything for today. I think we're actually just about ready to go and make an actual storage system. Something that we can actually use to keep all of our stuff together so that we get rid of these chests that we got lying around. So, okay, my question with this specific thing, the storage disk, is it completely infinite where it can hold infinite amounts of anything? Or is it like the other disc where it can hold a certain amount of 63 items? Because for the 1K storage part, if I remember correctly, it can hold 1,000 items, but only of 63 types of items. So say you had, well, okay, I won't be able to list out 63 items off the top of my head. But yeah, so 63 items within that 63 item type, it can hold 1,000. Is that infinite amounts of this specific thing that it can hold infinite amounts of, or is it just infinite across the board? Because if that's infinite across the board, that would be incredible and super difficult to get to. I mean, really, really difficult to get to. But yeah, I think that's what we'll work on next time, is getting into refined storage and actually building a storage system in this room, and possibly making it look better. Cause yeah, this is real dingy. Also, this thing got full, which is incredible. 1,000 buckets of lava. We're not gonna be using that for a while. Oh, I guess that's something else we'll have to do, is make a simple simple energy network, which we can easily get into the basics of the power mod and make some basic. Actually, technically, we could probably get up to blazing fairly easy, which is what, the 4th tier of this. It goes from starter to basic to hardened to blazing. Given enough time, we probably, within the next few episodes, could probably get up to spirited. These aren't super difficult. They do require a lot of power. But they're it's a million FE and an emerald to make one of these, which is actually a lot. But we'll see how it goes. I don't remember. Do these have... No, okay. So you can actually make these without needing the prior step. So once we get to where we're making one of... Which, again, we can easily get to blazing, because blazing is just blaze rods. Which we already have. Let's see. How many do we have? 4 stacks of them already. That's not too bad. That's with the way that we've been doing it, where we just go up there and stand and look. I keep getting distracted looking at items. I need to not do that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Next time, on All the Mod 6, we will be working on getting basic energy set up, which we may also... So, we're going to have one room here for storage. We may go down another room to get into power. Now, there's actually a reason why I'm not wanting to do buildings with this. I guess I'm running my video time up even more. Where's my... Oh, I put my stake up because I've been working on the farms. Give me that. Also, I gotta go back and look. For some reason, leather and beef aren't being made now. But as I just saw, there's like 30 in there. So that's not that big a deal. But I do think having the holes underneath the spawners is affecting things, because I know chickens are getting underneath there. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But yeah, the reason I don't want all that stuff in a building is because I feel like if we put it into a building like one of these, it would be way too limited. And it would be offset from the center, and it would make it a lot more complicated to run cables and whatnot later on. Because like right now, say we need to run power or storage functionality, we can follow these roads that we're making. There's specific paths that we made for a reason. And yeah, I think that's going to make our lives so much easier. And we can... I mean, now we can make buildings for just about anything. So yeah. I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next time, we will be getting into refined storage and power. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you on the next one. See you then. Bye, everybody.